Today we are reviewing Gary Bencivenga. By all account, he's a legend in the copywriting space, and this is for course creators or high-ticket coaches or anybody who has something to offer. It can even be used for copywriters. Right now, we're going to read about it, and this did indeed do well, and it did well for one particular reason, and that reason is for his bold guarantee. We're going to go ahead and read it. Announcing a direct response advertising agency that will guarantee to outpull your best ad. If you are a direct response advertiser, here is a no-risk offer from Callis, Powell, Rosenthal, and Bloch. That name is pretty long, I'm not going to lie to you. We'll guarantee we'll guarantee to outpull your best ad by at least 10% in a split run test. So what he's saying is we'll guarantee to perform better. We'll guarantee to perform 10% better. And if you perform 5% better on an ad and say that's a high ticket offer, you can be raking in a lot of cash, because depending on the person that's advertising, if they're advertising to say, if they're spending $2,000 a day on ads and you're guaranteeing to improve their ad even by 1% in a month, you could imagine how much money you would be making the extra client, and how if you make the client that much money, it'll be going to, some of it will be going to you. If we don't pull at least 10% more responses, you won't owe us a penny for any work we've done, creative or production. We'll even refund half your media expense to cover our half of the test. If we do be your best ad by at least 10%, you simply pay us an agreed upon creative fee. Should the test results be impressive, we both wish to enter into a full service agency agreement, this creative fee will be refunded to you. Again, so this guarantee will build trust from his target audience. Because why? He believes in his product to accomplish its goal. And so if he believes it, he should be willing to back it up with a guarantee. And this will reduce the skepticism of your target audience. This is perfect. If it's just this little nudge, this will put the target audience from being a fence sitter to just saying, okay, I'm going with it. In effect, we offer you a risk-free trial of our advertising pulling power. Our work will cost you absolutely nothing. No creative production or media costs unless we beat your best ad by at least 10%. So he goes on even further that if we don't manage to beat your ad by at least 10%, everything will be at no cost. But it's awesome too, because he's like, are there any catches right here? So now we go on to the objections. Because it's like, okay, this sounds too good to be true. Is it true? There are two. You must be willing to let us create advertising we think will sell. Except for your legal and factual approval, we'd retain creative freedom. Naturally, if an ad isn't ours, if the copy has been rewritten or the layout redesigned, we can't guarantee its success. I hear this all the time from successful copywriters, that you don't want to have one of those clients that deboes you around when you're trying to perform a certain thing and basically outperform their ad and get them more money. And the reason why is because if you have more creative freedom, you're able to think of the best angles without them being undercut by the same client you're trying to make more money. You must need better advertising. If we think, so this is one of the catches, you must need better advertising. If we think your present advertising is excellent, we'll tell you. We don't presume to be the only direct response agency that can turn out a superlative work. But if you're among the vast majority of advertisers whose ads aren't living up to their product's full potential, we're confident we can help you. And perhaps you'd like to know more about us. Who is CPR&B? CPR&B is a full-service direct response agency in Rochelle, New York. We specialize in creating advertising that sells. In the past 4 years, CPR&B has quietly grown to become one of the 10 largest direct response agencies in America. We've developed in size each of the past 3 years. We've now expanded our staff again and can offer guaranteed results to more advertisers. How can we guarantee results? We are willing and able to guarantee results because of our total approach to direct response. We got a unique mechanism there. They have a total approach. What's this approach? What's this approach? It must be new. It must be different. To be sure, few of the ideas in this approach are original with us. but the total combination seems to be and makes for unusually powerful advertising. Here are the key points. Advertising is salesmanship. Our whole creative approach is built on this fundamental premise. Every word, every picture in our advertisement must justify itself in sales. Of course, most agencies in direct response fully agree with the idea that advertising must sell, but we don't believe most of them live by it as religiously as we, and would shrink from the thought of guaranteeing their work. So this part about advertising as salesmanship is extremely true. If you have an offer but you don't want to sound salesy, you don't want to sound needy or picky, I hate to break it to you, it's salesmanship. It's being able to present yourself in a way to be discovered. I was just in the gym two days ago, and a fitness coach came up to me while I was bench pressing, or just when I was done with a set, said, "Hey, how you doing? My name's such and such. What's your name?" I said, "Man, I'm Jaheem." And he was like, "Hey, man, what are you working on?" I have my little booklet, and he saw that I was on chest day, and all I had was bench on there because I didn't know what else I was going to do. And he came and he said, "Man, listen, I'm going to help you out. I'm a personal trainer here." And at first I was skeptical, because at first I was like, dang, man, he's going to try and sell me on his deal. And then I was like, you know what, Jaheim, like just keep it calm, keep it collected. What happened is he literally gave me a free personal training session. And off of that free personal training session, I was able to trust him more, because I'm like, dang, after that training session, we talked for a little while, and I'm just talking and developing rapport, and he had another client, and he was like, all right, man, it's time for me to go. And then didn't ask for anything. He just left. But I was like, dude, when I'm able to get a personal trainer, the first person I'm going to look to is this guy, because he presented himself in a way that is advertising himself. He didn't have to necessarily be needy and be like, oh, hey, yeah, so buy my course. No, he didn't make it awkward. He gave me free value, and he went on his way. And little does he know, well, he does know that the value he provided 3 months down the line, 4 months, 5 months down the line is going to come right back to him. And so not only, it's not just salesmanship in the form of neediness. It could just be putting yourself in position to be discovered, and making sure the wording is correct, making sure your approach is correct. And so that's what these advertising agencies are attempting to do. Building on a strong product. We believe that great advertising starts with a first-class product. Ross Rees, former chairman of Ted Bates, summed it up nicely when he said, a gifted product is mightier than a gifted pen. Once we take on a client with such a product, we research it for weeks. We take it apart and examine from all angles. We visit the factory or place of business and talk with those who make it. We interview its users. We take it home and use it ourselves. Then we compare it with the competition until we found its unique consumer advantage. Once we have this, we build the entire campaign around it and demonstrate logically, factually, dramatically why it's the best product to fill a specific consumer need. We are verified time and again in sales results that our strong product and good advertising are almost unbeatable combination. Again, he's showcasing his work ethic. How many of you advertisers are out there for weeks on end studying the market, reviewing it for yourself, reviewing a certain offer for yourself, staying up till 12 a.m. at night, finding out unique angles. Once you find out that unique angle, you develop a full campaign around it. I can almost assure you, not too many of you, not even half of you, a quarter of you are doing that. And that's what separates the successful advertisers from just the mediocre ones, because they're willing to go the extra mile. And so the target audience is seeing this. Okay, he's not just somebody that's just trying to sell me on something. He's absolutely has a vested interest. But not only that, it's like, okay, but I still don't really trust you. So we're going to read on more. Top copywriters. We hire the best writers we can find. Our newest, for example, placed first in a field of 53 applicants. Some were well known. 18 took our rigorous copy test. We now have 5 writers, supported by 3 full-time researchers, and we're looking to hire more. We aim to be the number one copy team in the direct response. Copywriter commission system. Because copywriters are salesmen, we reward them with commissions. The more the ads they sell, the more money they can make, with no limit. If you think this motivates copywriters to work hard and create the best ad they can for you, you're absolutely right. He's literally displaying what he already has around him. Obviously, he pays his copywriters on commission, but notice how he's presenting that in a way that becomes a benefit in his ad. So there's many things around business owners that they can use to leverage trust in their market. We saw Phil Graham's page. He could leverage the fact that he has an Amazon Prime video that came out, a movie, documentary that came out for his social proof. A principal on your account. During and after the initial test period, an agency principal will supervise all work on your account and have day-to-day responsibility for anything done for you. You gain the experience of and have immediate access to one of our key people at all times. So an agency principal will supervise the account, all work on your account, and have day-to-day responsibility for anything done for you. So they have somebody that's supervising the account. They're not going to be left in the dirt. They're not going to be in the dark about what's going on with this, what's going on with that. No, they're going to be over-communicative. That's what I read from a newsletter today. Being over-communicative. Bringing it all together. Bringing this all together is an esprit de corps. Let me know what that means. Well, I'll look it up after this video. That makes work a joy. CPR and B, you'll find our copywriters working until 7, 8, and 9 o'clock, night after night, brainstorming and trying to smash someone else's control ad to smithereens. What we have is a group of people trying to break direct response wide open, and the creative excitement is exhilarating. The president of a major competitor himself, a famous copywriter, confided to us, "I'd join you for the fun of it all if I were 25 years younger." How have our clients done? So he goes on here to say, hey, look at our work ethic. We have our copywriters are working till 9, 10 o'clock at night. Back in that time, it was late. Now times of 9 and 10 o'clock for a lot of people is early. But these people were working around the clock. Now they get into the social proof. They get into the case studies. And case studies will help to just nudge that fence sitter just over the edge, because they'll be like, okay, this person did it. I was in the same boat. I'm in the same boat before that person took action. Now that person has my desired outcome. So a case study is showing your target audience's desired outcome that they don't have yet, and it boosts their desire for you. So we got commodity dealer, a guard service, a local bookstore, economic, biweekly. What should you do if you're interested? If you're interested in us and our unique offer, send us a proof of your best ad or sample of your top direct mail package, plus any background literature you may have. We'll look it over and let you know shortly if we feel we can beat it by at least 10%. On the average, we feel we can beat about 19 out of every 20 advertisements currently in the direct response. This may sound brash, but we back up our confidence with our own money. The best part about our guarantee results offer is that you don't risk a cent. Take us up on our offer, and for more information, write to Gary Bencivenga. He reiterates the guarantee. Like, why wouldn't you do this? He's saying, not only does he reiterate the guarantee, he's saying that he can beat about 19 out of every 20 advertisements currently in direct response. In that time, that's bold. And not only that, they're showing, hey, I know that I can do this. Why? Because I'm going to back it up with my own money. And you're seeing that, so your trust is going to skyrocket. And you're going to be like, you know what, let me just find out what he has to say. But yeah, guys, we see what it takes, how powerful a strong guarantee is, how it builds trust for your target audience, how it also backs up your claims, how it gives you more vested interest to see your client succeed. And we see how not only he did that, but he had a couple other things he mentioned about work ethic, about how they stay up late, how advertising is salesmanship. They believe in getting you more profit. They have a total approach to direct response. To be sure, few of the ideas in this approach are original with us, but the total aren't original with us. Or are original. Few. Just a little bit of the ideas. The total combination seems to be and makes for unusually powerful advertising. Here are the key points. So he's really building on ethic here. And not only that, he has a guarantee to back it up. He has case studies to back it up, and he has a call to action right here. Send us proof of your best ad. So when you have a CTA, you tell them, you direct them, hey, do this, do that. Don't overthink it.